Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today you're going on a tour throughout the ancient Greek civilization. I'll be your anchor, the Oracle, taking you through the magnificent mythology and literature of the Greek civilization. Now, this is what you'll require. You'll need a pair of robes, 50 drachma, and ambrosia if you're a demigod. Now be careful, we're going to be riding on horses this entire time. Don't fall off. Our first stop today is the Agora. The Agora is a marketplace and the heart of the city, densely populated from sunrise to dusk. The Agora is also the center of athletic, artistic, spiritual, and political life of the city. However, I would also suggest that the parents not let their children roam free around this area. Is it that unsafe, yeah? Well, since back in the day, this place used to be used for military duty. However, it is believed a lot of people here uprooted an olive tree, a severe criminal offense. And this is a tip for everybody that's here today. You should never, ever uproot an olive tree. Severe criminal offense. May you be smited by Zeus's thunderbolt. Now, if you go to the northwest side of the Agora, you might not get lost by remaining here and come with me to our next location. Be careful of the forges. Don't want anybody getting burned. Don't worry, we aren't here to get hammered. Our ears will though for the next couple of seconds. But trust me, by the time we reach the temple, it'll all be over. Our second stop is none other than the Temple of Hephaestus. This temple is where one may worship Hephaestus, the god of forge and craftsmanship. It is said that because Zeus, the king of gods, was busy, his wife Hera had created her own baby using her godly powers. The end result, however, was a baby so ugly that he was thrown off Olympus. Kind of like that kick in 300. Wait, is that a priestess? That's gotta be a priestess. You won't see a woman out here doing anything that's not related to weaving or domestic work.
And what do the men do?
You mean the ones not doing the tour and losing out on so much fun? Well, gee. When they aren't training for war, they usually visit the theatre and watch either comedies or tragedies. They often revolve around God or politics. 300 is a blockbuster right now. Now we'll be heading to the docks. I ask those who might be affected by seasickness to remain here. The Argo awaits.
The Argo? Why are you taking us to everything related to gods? That's the ship that had the killer on Medusa.
Because they can kill me, steal my soul, or hang me upside down while being underwater? I'm kidding. The Argo was only designed by the goddess Athena. Otherwise, it's all mortal from there on. There are some of the most famous heroes there. Jason, Perseus, Orpheus, and even Hercules.
Did you see any of them?
You have a better chance of meeting Archimedes, that crazy mathematician.
Tell me more about Archimedes.
Well, he's a mathematician, a physicist, an engineer, astronomer, and to be frank, a brilliant man of our generation. I was talking to Plato about Archimedes, who by the way is a great philosopher, and he predicted his findings would last us for another 3,000 years. Although most of his findings are in Syracuse, so don't expect to see them in Athens.
Could you tell us more about Jason? That big hero?
Of all the Greek heroes, Jason is perhaps the most familiar to some people. Though he's not really widely represented in Greek art. It was he who led the Argonauts on the voyage to capture the Golden Fleece from Atys, king of Colchis, on the Black Sea. The king's daughter, Medea, fell in love with Jason, and by her skill in magic helped him to overcome various mortal dangers and win the fleece. She fled with Jason from the wrath of her father, returning to Greece with him. Now, let's get off the ship. It's scheduled to go and get the Golden Fleece in about 10 minutes. Our next stop is visiting the Bulletron. Hey, that's my friend. Hey.
Are you local here? What's your lifestyle? This tour guide is a weirdo.
Yes, I will tell you how we live over here. The men's like me, we normally go in army training or do farming in our farms outside the city, and we watch the theatre when we are free. One interesting thing about the theatre is women are not allowed in the theatre, so the role of woman is also taken by the men's. And the women, they normally stay at home and do the domestic work. The girls, they help their mother in doing the work. The young boys, they play games like hockey, marbles, and dice. Food we eat is normally vegetarian, but when we go for hunt, we eat non-veg. The only source of sweetness for us is by honey. We haven't discovered anything yet.
Okay, that's enough. This is my turn. We're leaving.
Okay, see ya.
Our next stop is visiting the Bulletin, which is also where the Council of 500 speaks. Now, welcome to our third location, the magnificent forge that makes the drachma coin we all use. Although contrary to its name, the bronze mint makes the drachma coin, which is made out of silver.
Do you think the drachma coin will ever cease to exist?
According to Plato the philosopher, it will stop when we start using the euro. But God knows, that won't have any value in the world.
And what's a lepta? Isn't that like a drachma too?
It is. 100 lepta is equal to a drachma. It's pretty pathetic. Heck, in English it's supposed to mean small.
Hey, tour guide. Yeah, you son of a hydra. Could you tell us about the city a little more? I like the tour and everything, but we have a bronze mint where I come from.
You want to learn something about Athens? Sure, I'd love to. This is one of my favorite stories. But first of all, Athens is the capital of Greece, in the southern part of the country. Flourishing city-state in ancient Greece, it was an important cultural center in the 5th century BC. Athens also has a great origin story. For example, Athena, the goddess. Athena's veneration as a patron of Athens seems to have existed from the earliest times and was so persistent that archaic myths about her recast to adapt to cultural changes. In her role as a protector of city, many people throughout the Greek world worshipped Athena as Athena Polias, meaning Athena of the city. The city of Athens and the goddess Athena essentially bear the same name. I guess that's all of the ancient Greek civilization here. You guys were a lovely audience. Especially the guy who called me a son of a hydra. That's it. Goodbye.